Hey, what's up, everybody? BDL44 coming at you with another video. All right, so yeah, I've made a video on this already. So if you guys have already seen my Russell Westbrook um, contract video, then you understand kind of where I'm at. But I'm having a conversation with a Laker fan that I often disagree with um, about this very same thing, and it just comes down to Russell Westbrook's contract being something that is valuable in the NBA. So the reports of us likely being able to keep it is one of two things. Either it's us trying to create some leverage in regards to negotiations, in regards to trading this thing, or our front office doesn't understand the same thing that the person that I was speaking to doesn't understand, which is the actual value of Russell Westbrook's contract and the unlikelihood that we will have no suitors uh, willing to trade for it. Now, if someone just wants to lowball the Lakers just to be lowballing the Lakers, then we have a bigger problem because that means people don't want to do business with us. It's not the fact that we couldn't trade Russell Westbrook's contract would be the least of our worries. You understand what I'm saying? Because it would be an entire league full of people who would want to keep us from getting better purposefully, which is a conspiracy theory that ultimately has no basis to it. What I'm telling you is the NBA understands Russell Westbrook's contract to be something that he's not going to be able to play up to this season. Every team in the league knows that. And at that price, anybody bringing him back to play basketball at that price is doing themselves no favors in regards to building the team around him because of it. Now, this is an understood thing from contract to contract to contract all over the league, but rarely do you have the ability to get rid of a contract this undesirable if you're the team that harbors it, because of the amount of cap space that he's going to be able to free up. Do you understand what I'm saying? Not many people make $47 million this upcoming season. So that means if you have more than one contract on your books that represents $47 million, you can then trade that to the Lakers and free up that cap space by requiring Russell Westbrook's contract and stretching it. Because you can't stretch multiple contracts. That's too much. It's going to drive you crazy. It's going to send you into a different place tax-wise. But stretching one contract, well, depending on how your books necessarily look, depending on what your situation is, you may not have a problem taking that $47 million and just paying it out however the stretch process goes. And you can free up that cap space right now and have a chance to sign Ayton or whoever else, maybe trade for a guy who's going to be available, Donovan Mitchell. James Harden's situation is interesting right now. You're going to find a team that's going to want cap space right here and now. Maybe somebody who wants to pick up Bradley Beal, a contender that feels like they're one piece away. Somebody in these playoffs is about to get their heart broken. One of these four teams probably is going to want some cap space that they can free up to get better. So it's like, look, don't believe the reports of people telling you that they can't trade this Russell Westbrook contract or that the Lakers may be willing to keep him. If they want him to be on the roster next year, then just bring him back at the second half of the season after this entire process is over with. Okay, that's literally it. He's likely going to find himself in a situation where you'll have a chance to pick him up at a much lesser price. Now, any GM worth his salt sees that as an opportunity. And nobody in their right mind is going to say, well, what if I can't get Russell Westbrook? Damn, I better keep him at $47 million. Let it not be us thinking that kind of stupid, saying, I can't risk it. I can't risk not having a chance to get Russell Westbrook back on this roster, so let me keep him at $47 million. Please don't let it be us. So, I know better. I know better. I absolutely know better. Nobody wants to pay him that money this year. No one. Not the team that we are, not the team we're about to trade him to. That's getting stretched. I think the value for the Lakers is understanding that we can trade it for something because it can be stretched by someone who needs that cap space right now, which is why it's actually tradable. Otherwise, we would have to pay him $47 million, as to which the Lakers are trying to cover their bases just in case that is the case. Because I don't think Genie wants to stretch the contract. That's what it comes down to. She would rather him just play it out this season at $47 million. And essentially, that's what she's probably telling Rob Pelinka. If you can't trade that contract, I'm not stretching it. So you better tell all these coaches that they better have a plan to have this player. And you better let everybody who's looking at us know that he could possibly be here next year. Because I am not stretching that. That's all that's happening right now. That's literally it. That's what the tea leaves show, ladies and gentlemen. And I don't blame Jeannie, because this team has been expensive and it ain't been worth it at all. And if she wants to follow through with that all the way, she need to trade everybody and don't worry about how it looks. That's what I would do. Buy Bron, buy AD, buy all y'all. Give me all my cap space and my picks, and we're going to do this thing again the right way. That's how you have to do it. All the way in, Jeannie. No, I'm serious. I'm one of them fans be like, just trade them all. Get them all out of here and bring me back a future. That's how you handle it. She's kind of putting a tiptoe. She's just putting a toe in there. I'm telling her to jump in the water, straight up. I'm different. But that's just me. I have a lot of faith in my ability to build a team, especially if you give me all the requisite pieces to do so. I can build a team. And with this market, this LA market, I can get the stars. That's not an issue. I just need to get the role players, and I need the pieces that I can get in trade to get those role players. So all this talk about putting Russell Westbrook back on his team next year at $47 million, that's a stupid person's decision. No disrespect, but no one smart's doing that. I'm sorry. The media will tell you some stuff like that to stir the pot, to keep y'all thinking, oh my God, what the Lakers going to do? No way, they can't possibly do this. You're right, they can't. They're not. Trust me, it's not happening. And if they do, then it's obviously a mistake that we need to be blasting at 1,000 voices per second. Everybody needs to be talking about how stupid this decision is from a Caps perspective. It's irresponsible is the word. It ain't just stupid, it's irresponsible. Him at $47 million, especially given the fact that we don't have picks and other assets, it's more irresponsible for us to do it than anyone else. So we ain't doing it. That's all I gotta say, man. No way. No. No, these are leverage games being played. That's all. So, BDF 44, man, I thank you all for watching. Of course, again, this video's already been made. I just a little frustrated, so I had to put it out there again. It's not happening, y'all. He's not going to be a Laker next year unless something goes completely wrong with trades. BDF 44, thank you for watching. I'm out.